All right, my friends, I've moved locations. I'm in Miss Donovan's room now, and we're going to read one more story. Here we go. It is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Now, Goldilocks and the Three Bears is one of those stories that you could probably retell. We don't really have to even read it in a story, but sometimes people retell a story and they add new details and make it exciting. So this says it's retold and illustrated by James Marshall. So here we go. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks and the Three Bears, retold and illustrated by James Marshall. Once there was a little girl called Goldilocks. What a sweet child, said someone new in town. That's what you think, said a neighbor. Good morning, Goldilocks' mother sent her to buy muffins in the next village. You must promise not to take a shortcut through the forest, she said. I've heard that bears live there. I promise, said Goldilocks. But to tell the truth, Goldilocks was one of those naughty little girls who do exactly as they please. Oh no, she's going to go. So it says shortcut. She's taken the shortcut, and it says danger, very risky, not a good idea. Go the other way and turn back. Meanwhile, in a clearing, deeper inside the forest, in a charming house all their own, a family of brown bears was sitting down for breakfast. Pooty, cried big old Papa Bear. This porridge is scalding. I've burned my tongue. I am dying, cried Baby Bear. Now really, said Mama Bear, who is the medium size. That's quite enough. I know, said Papa Bear. Why don't we go for a spin while the porridge is cooling? Excellent, said Mama Bear. So they got on their rusty old bicycle and off they went. A few minutes later, Goldilocks arrived at the bear's house. She walked right in without even bothering to knock. On the dining room table, there were 3 inviting bowls of porridge. I don't mind if I do, said Goldilocks, helping herself to the biggest bowl. But the porridge in the biggest bowl was much too hot. Pooty, cried Goldilocks as she spat it out. Next, she tasted the porridge in the medium-sized bowl, but that porridge was much too cold. Then Goldilocks tasted the porridge in the little bowl, and it was just right, neither too hot nor too cold. In fact, she liked it so much that she gobbled it right up. Feeling full and satisfied, Goldilocks thought it would be a great fun to have a look around. Right away she noticed a lot of coarse brown fur everywhere. They must have kitties, she said. In the parlor there were 3 chairs. I don't mind if I do, she said, climbing in the biggest one. Oh, the biggest chair was much too hard, and she just couldn't get comfortable. Oh, look how silly. She's like upside down in the chair. Next, she sat in the medium-sized chair, but that chair was much too soft, and she thought she might never get out of it. Then Goldilocks sat in the little chair. That was just right, neither too hard nor too soft. In fact, she liked it so much that she rocked and rocked until the chair fell completely into pieces. Now, all that rocking left Goldilocks quite tuckered out. I could take a little snooze, she said, so she went to look for a comfy place to take a nap. Upstairs, there were 3 beds. I don't mind if I do, said Goldilocks, and then she got into the biggest one. But the head of the biggest bed was much too high. Next, she tried the medium-sized bed, but the head of that bed was much too low. Then Goldilocks tried the little bed, and it was just right. Soon she was all nice and cozy and sound asleep. She did not hear the bears come home. Oh goodness, this kind of looks like my kid's bedroom. Look at what a mess, all the books and the toys all over the place. Makes me think we should go home and clean today. The 3 bears were mighty hungry, but when they went for breakfast, they could scarcely believe their eyes. Somebody has been in my porridge, said Papa Bear. Somebody has been in my porridge, said Mama Bear. Somebody has been in my porridge, said Baby Bear, and they've eaten it all up. In the parlor, the three bears were in for another surprise. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said Papa Bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said Mama Bear. Somebody has been sitting in my chair, said Baby Bear. And it's broken into smithereens. The three bears went upstairs on tiptoe, not knowing what they would discover. At first, everything seemed fine. But Papa Bear lay down on his big brass bed. Somebody has been laying in my bed, he cried. He was not amused. Ooh, amused. That means that he was kind of angry too. He was not very happy. Egads, cried Mama Bear. Somebody's been laying in my bed. Look, cried Baby Bear. Somebody has been laying in my bed, and she is still there. Now see here, roared Papa Bear. Goldilocks woke up with a start. Her eyes nearly popped out of her head. But before the bears could demand a proper explanation, Goldilocks was out of bed and out of the window and on her way. Who was that little girl? Asked Baby Bear. I have no idea, said Mama Bear. But I hope we never see her again. And they never did. Well, boys and girls, I know you know better that you wouldn't go take somebody else's stuff or walk in somebody else's house, eat their food, break their chair, and sleep in their bed. I think Goldilocks hopefully has learned her lesson from the bears, and she will not do that again. All right, I hope you enjoyed this story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, retold and illustrated by James Marshall.